Hello, my name is Kelly Kulik, professional bowler, head coach of Junior Team USA, and Master Ricker instructor. This video will give you examples of how to develop shoulder mobility. Our shoulders in bowling are very important. We have a ball and socket joint in our shoulder, allowing for much rotation to occur, whether you're one-handed or two-handed. You notice I have a set of dumbbells, light and heavy. I also have a kettlebell and a mat. Find the weight that is suitable for you. First, what we're going to do is start off with the heavier dumbbells. In order to increase shoulder mobility, we have to be able to work our rotator cuff. Our shoulder is a ball and socket joint. It moves in many different planes. First, I will demonstrate how to do side lateral raises. With the dumbbells in both hands, palms facing towards your thighs, feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and have a slight bend in your knee. We are going to do side and frontal raises. Make sure when you're raising the dumbbell, you're going no higher than shoulder height. Always start with one hand or one arm first until you develop strength to do both arms at the same time. In a side lateral raise, while my palm is facing inward, I simply raise the dumbbell out towards the side, no higher than shoulder height, and slowly lower down. You can alternate both arms right and left, raising one at a time. And when you feel comfortable and you feel stable, you will also develop core strength. You can raise both arms out to the side. Again, I would recommend starting with a lighter weight. I'm using 5-pound dumbbells. If you're first starting off, maybe 2 or 3-pound dumbbells would be suitable for you. From there, you can develop into frontal raises. Dumbbells will come in front towards the top of the thigh, palms facing you. Simply, again, alternating one arm versus the other. Raise the dumbbell up towards the height of the chin and then slowly lower down. Your tempo, you should raise it up at a nice smooth pace, pause for a split second, and then lower down at a nice pace. Once you feel comfortable again, you can do both arms at the same time. Notice I still have a slight bend in my knees so I can gauge my core and use those abdominal muscles. Now, once I've developed the side and frontal, I like to do combinations in my class. So you can alternate raising out to the side and then bring it and raise it in towards the front, alternating right and left arms. Find the combination that works for you. And as you develop this, there'll be some more exercises you could add on to increase the combinations. Once I'm done with the heavier weights, I'm going to go to a light set of dumbbells. These are 3-pound dumbbell weights. Now, another great shoulder mobility exercise is what I call scarecrows. All right, imagine you're the scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. So if you're in the field of corn, again, feet hip distance apart, slightly wider, slight bend in the knee, palms facing back away from you. Now, raise those elbows out to the side as if you're on that plank of wood, and you're simply going to rotate the dumbbell high and then low. Keeping those shoulders locked in that position, rotate the dumbbell high and low. And again, once you feel comfortable, these are light weights, so you can do both arms at the same time. Another variation you can do is bring the arms out in front, bring the arms out and in, out and in. You can do both at the same time if you're using that lighter weight. And again, you will get tired doing this after a short period of time because you're suspending a weight in the air. Gravity always wants to say, and the weight wants to go down. So you can combo, lower down, raise it up, halfway, out, in, lower down. My shoulders are already starting to feel the burn. Another drill you can do, or another exercise I like to call, is called dropping the bucket of water or emptying the bucket of water. Very similar. So again, very similar to the side raises, palms are facing towards the thighs in the body. All right, this way, now turn your palms facing outward. You're simply going to raise the dumbbell up out to the side, rotate the wrists as if you're holding a bucket of water and emptying the bucket of water, rotate back and lower down. Again, up, turn and empty the bucket of water, bring it back and down. Last time, raise it up, empty the bucket of water, release the wrist, and lower down. So some variations you can do. You can also bring the bucket up. You can bring it in towards the center, back out to the side, and down. Again, caution, please use lighter dumbbells when you're doing these exercises. All right, don't try to use 5 or 10 pound dumbbells. Start light. When you feel you've excelled and progressed is when you can move up in weight. I don't even know if I use higher than 5 pounds when I'm doing these exercises. Remember the rotator cuff, it's very important. We want to work that shoulder mobility. Moving to a kettlebell. I like kettlebells for a lot of reasons. They have a lot of variations you can use them. My hands are surrounded by the horn. We're going to do an exercise called a halo. Now, a 15-pound kettlebell is similar to a 15-pound bowling ball. 14, 13, even 16-pounders for those people that are really strong. Grab the dumbbell or the kettlebell by the horns, okay? A halo, we're going to simply rotate the kettlebell around our head. So notice how my elbows are locked in close to my body. Where the hands are on the horns of the kettlebell. I'm going to raise the kettlebell up and look through the window of the horns. Rotate around the head, keeping the elbows nice and tight to the body, looking back through the window and lower down. Elbows are nice and tight towards the body. Raise the kettlebell up, look through the window. Elbows nice and tight around the head, keep it as close as you possibly can. Look through the window and lower down. Now you can go up and you can go in the same motion, in the same direction a couple of times. Then you can pause and rotate around. But if you want a little bit more tension, you have that little shoulder raise by raising up here. Elbows are in tight, rotating around through the window and coming down. Now, lastly, something you can do without any weights whatsoever is simply find a mat or a comfortable piece of carpet at home. You're going to lie down chest towards the floor, okay? Many times we'll do Supermans in class. I like Supermans. You feel like you're flying. It's great for the shoulders. It's great for the lower back as well. So going back to those side, lateral, and frontal raises, bring the shoulders or hands out to the side. Chin is on the floor. You can simply raise the arms up and lower down. Raise the arms up and lower down. Now we're going to bring them to the front. So we're going to raise out to the side, rotate to the front, up and back around. Up and rotate to the front, up and rotate around. Now if you want to go even deeper, bring it all the way back to the side of your legs. Up, bring it to the front, up, and bring it back to the sides of the body. Up and all the way to the front, up and back towards the sides. Another variation you can do, backstroke and freestyle stroke. So both hands are by the side of your body. We're going to swim forward with the right, forward with the left, and then backstroke it back. Bring it back with the right, bring it back with the left. Forward with the right, forward with the left, back with the right, and back with the left. The whole time I'm doing this, my lower body is glued to the floor. My toes are glued to the floor as well. Now, as we're sticking with that swimming mode, here's another add-on. You can do the breaststroke, which is really kind of neat. Hands can be in, elbows tucked tight to the body. Your chin is going to be off the floor slightly, giving you some flexibility in that lower back. Simply bring the arms forward, out, and in. So notice I have to raise my upper body off the floor just slightly. Forward, out, and in. Forward, out, and in. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, you can bring your feet off the floor behind you and keep them there for a longer period of time. This is working the core as well as the lower back. If at any point you feel any tension on the lower back, make sure you take a pause and rest. Other exercises you can do, again, find some variations and some combos. I like combinations. I kind of get a little dull with just one exercise, but find the combinations that work for you. You can even bring the arm up a little bit, down, frontal, down, side, in, out, and front. There are so many variations. It's like as many angles as there are in bowling. So try these shoulder mobility exercises to help you improve your game and strengthen those muscles around the rotator cuff. Our bodies are our keys to success, so make sure you condition them and take care of them just as we do our bowling equipment and our bowling game.